Me a the Mike Wiley. Stamina. Me a the stamina daddy. Come on. Me a the Mike Wiley. Stamina. Me a the stamina daddy. Me a the Mike Wiley. Stamina. Me a the stamina.
What's up, sis? Welcome to this week's Thursday Night House Party, the THP live from Bar 30 in Corn Street. This is where it's happening tonight, baby. Everybody make some noise for all the house party. Where you should be right now is down here. We've got Vegas in the place. Let's just crack on with the show. Young UK's in the place. We've got Troy Ellis in the place. Troy Ellis in the place. This is where it's happening. It's a big show tonight, but I'm not going to say too much about it. Let's just go to Young UK, who's in the building.
That's right. Yo, what's good, people? What's good, people? Right, my name is Young UK. Like you see me here every Thursday on the Thursday Night House Party with DJ Wiley. But, let me hear some noise. Right, and I got a massive person in the building tonight. I got two major players in the hip-hop game or the rap game in the UK with me tonight, in here tonight. So let me hear some noise for these two special stars. Right. And the first one I got for you today, this special man right here. Do you see this? Yeah? Is this man here? Bogsy, come through. But, let me hear some noise. Hey. All right, thank you very much. If you'd like to introduce yourself, Belayan.
I'm Bugsy the Jizzle. In the middle with the baggy for the grizzle, repping Staples Brizzle.
Ah, that's what we like to hear. Thank you very much for coming down today.
That's no problem.
I was just showing them a picture of you, their family that we got off the internet.
Big.
Well, yeah, just want to tell the people where you're from, what area you're from, how you come up in the game, please, family.
I'm from Bristol, St. Paul's in Bristol.
Yeah.
I've been doing music, for years.
Yeah.
It's going to be 10 years.
Wow.
This month, sometime this month.
Okay, congratulations. Well. Okay, what are you doing at the moment? Doing anything big, any material, any projects that you've got coming up? Or?
My album this year, May the 9th, it's called The Great Escape. You can see it here.
Great Escape. Let me hear some noise for The Great Escape. All right. Yeah, and this is your first album that you've done, yeah?
Yeah, man.
But I imagine that you've put out mixtapes and other things like that.
I've put out a few little sampler things, but nothing serious. This is my first serious release, to be honest.
And can you tell us a little bit about this and how it came about?
It's a compilation of music that I've gathered from different producers, which I call music. Each track I call music is not exactly got a genre.
It's not hip hop. It's not rap. It's not.
There's a few traditional tracks in there, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how did you get this? How did you put this all together yourself independently?
Yeah, I put it together independently. I released it independently on my own label called Rhythmholic.
Okay. So, big up Rhythmholic.
Blessed love.
All right. And can you tell us any tracks that stand out for you on here at all? Or?
Well,
obviously they're all big tracks, of course, without a doubt.
What can I say? Track number 4, people know that around the UK is a track called Born in the System.
Yeah, big track, major track.
Skits.
Check that out on YouTube as well. Born in the System. It's a wicked video as well. Man is terrorizing it.
There's another one, track 7.
Yeah.
That's called Connect the Smith, featuring Jest and Farmer G. That one's like a hip hop thing, but we switch it up a little.
All right.
Pure Gas, people love that. Bristing.
Yeah, no, that's a big thing. That's one I've been pumping on the radio as well. Ujima Radio. Bristing is a mad track. Who produced that one from?
That's produced by a guy called Mr. Mitch from London.
Okay.
He sent it to me quite a while back, but my friend from Exeter called DJ First Aid, he had to refix it to bring it up and make it sound a bit more livelier, you know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. Have you got any advice for aspiring rappers, anybody in the game, maybe in Bristol, some of the youngers, or anywhere in the UK?
Be real. Be real to yourself. Be honest.
Okay.
And then after, everything will just work its way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just be honest and be righteous, be calm and cool, humble.
Yeah.
everything should work out for you.
Fair enough. That's some wise words from Bugsy here, so man. And can you tell everybody where they can get in contact with you, where they can watch your videos or websites?
You can check out my stuff on YouTube. If you type in Bugsy, B-U-G-G-S-Y, it might tell you, do you mean B-U-G-S-Y?
Okay,
but
right.
no, just type in the B-U-G-G-S-Y.
Or
you can just type in Bristing, and the Bristing video will come up, and it will lead you to all other videos.
Okay, all right. I've been telling people to Google you as well. If they want to find you, they can obviously Google Bugsy Bristol, and you can find all material, links to his material and albums and whatnot, and you can find some lovely tracks from here. Is this a download? Is this a free download, or can you buy this?
You can buy this album exclusively from the Weapon of Choice Art Gallery.
Okay,
It's on the bottom of Park Street, or you can purchase it online on iTunes.
Wow.
Or you can see me in the street.
Okay,
I might sell it to you for cheap.
All right, say no more. All right, we're gonna get back to Bugsy in a bit, but now let's get back to DJ Wiley.
Yo, in the place, Bugsy. What's up, Doc? What's up? We've got someone else. It's all rap today. That's what we're doing. All rap. Let's go back to Vegas. What's the saying, Vegas?
Vegas in the house, everybody. How you doing? First and foremost, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Bristol House Party. We're in England. We're in Bristol. It's between 7 and 8 o'clock, and it's the house party. Number 30 Court Street, everybody. We're brought to you in association with Let's Rent. So if you're looking for a place to rent, if you want to come down to Bristol and see some of these artists, okay, Let's Rent. It's on 01179 248 754. I have with me the beautiful. Sorry, I did quite fancy you the moment I met you. It's C's, everybody. I sprung that one on you, so sorry. So C's, that's an interesting name. Is that like C's a weapon, or oh my god, my body.
Yeah, well, I just kind of put my first name and my surname together. The initials made C's, you know.
And it just made C's.
Yeah.
Has that actually ever happened to you?
What way, like?
Have you ever seized up?
Oh no, I keep going, you know. That's why I keep making music and keep it moving, you know.
Okay. Yeah. So C's, tell me a bit about you musically.
Oh yeah, I've been making music on a serious level for like the last 9 years. I've been into music from very early age, been performing from the age of like 6. Started in the reggae, started in that way, and then I kind of went into grime. But at the same time I was still doing my ragga, then I started doing my hip hop.
Now see, you're an artist, you're known as an artist.
Yeah.
Where are you as an artist? Like what would you, I mean, an artist is such a broad, there's this huge spectrum when you're talking about a musical artist. What exactly do you do, and how do you do it?
Well, I took a little break from actually recording tracks due to unforeseen circumstances.
So when you were recording, what were you doing? Were you singing? Were you...
Well, it's more rapping really.
Right.
You know?
So you're a rapper,
I usually say I'm putting my thoughts into speech instead of saying I'm rapping, but it is rap as a genre.
You're a musical planet.
Something in me, you know?
Yeah. Okay, where are you going? What direction are you going in, babe?
Well, just keep going forward, really. So just progression. Keep making music that the people's gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
Like everyone don't have to enjoy it. This, you know. Everyone's gonna enjoy certain parts of it.
Okay, so obviously, you know, you're in the music industry. You've been in it for a long time. Like you were saying, about 9 years. I mean, what about any albums? What are your aspirations, like musically? Where are you going? What do you want to be doing with yourself? And who are your inspirations? I mean, you're a Bristol artist.
Yeah, so...
Bristol artist! Bristol artist! Come on now!
Yeah, of course, when I said, like, I've been making music seriously for, like, the last 9 years, it's like, that's with the label MTG.
MTG,
you know?
alright.
So we did an album in, like, 2006. That was the first main album. Long awaited, which you can still find now in most record shops, you know, CD stores in the ends, Easterns, you know, even in town.
What about Genesis Records? Do they have it?
Genesis Records.
Genesis Records in Easton. That's on Stapleton Road.
Long awaited, and then obviously very lot of mix CDs, working with people, collaboration.
Yeah.
Did performances.
Like who?
Raekwon. We performed with Raekwon.
In
2006.
Come on, is everybody listening? We said Raekwon! Everyone's half asleep.
Wiley over there, you know. You're joking.
Wiley's gone, man.
Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Officer Dibby here.
Yeah, I'm not on license or nothing, you know.
Right.
And I'm
Well, there's just been a situation, all right? We're going to check. Have you got any warrants out? Have you ever been in trouble with the law before?
Oh, there's a few wants, but there's no warrants.
All right, well, what you want to do, I'm looking for some dibby crimes. Follow me a minute. Yeah. Keep it up high, keep it up high, keep it up high. That's it. Right, I'm watching you. Don't try this at home. Follow me. This is what's going on at Bar 30 tonight. Hope you're following and listening, because we ain't having nothing dibby down here, sir. No. Real gems. That's what we're looking for. But Jules got £20 in his hands, and apparently that's suspicious. Follow me. Jules.
Yeah, officer. You ain't got change of a 20, have you? You got change of a 20. Oi! What's Oi!
It's been a bit of a situation here.
Officer, come and do something about it.
There's been a bit of a situation. Follow me, mate. It's all live TV, by the way, live TV. Right, there we go. Obviously, these are the boys. We all right for signal? We all right? Follow me. Been a crime. There they go. Don't know what they're up to, but it's all bouncing around.
What's going on, officer?
This is what's going on down at Corn Street right now. If you're down Corn Street...
Look at that, he's got my money.
I understand these are acrobatics.
Oi!
Acrobatics. Right. Very interesting.
I'll get that.
Well, I'm going to have to call
Don't you worry, son. Oh, when I get hold of you, I'll ask you to teach me that stuff. Looks profitable. They're really. Yeah, I'll be here waiting for you. Oh, here he comes. Oh, I've got him. I'll get him banged to right. What has he got? What the? Alright, can you get my 20? I got you now, haven't I? Hey, what the? Well, now.
Like I said, this is what's going on down here at Corn Street, and what you need to be doing is coming right down here at Corn Street. We're going to have a bit more from those boys doing acrobatics later, but what you need to be doing is coming this way, Bar 30. That is what it's all about, Bar 30, and if you're down in Bristol, UK, what you need to be doing is coming down here to Bar 30. Let's get inside and have a look what's going on. Come on, follow me, everyone, follow me. Have you seen Officer Dibby? Officer Dibby, shut off, mate.
Someone just nicked my money.
Now, if you want to get onto the show, contact Mike Wiley at MikeWileyUK at msn.com, or just get in contact right now through the pages that you're watching this on. Keep coming. Because here, right now, we have got one legend from Bristol. Goes by the name of Bunny. Bunny is if you were in Bristol, you would see this face. This man has been doing music for a number of years. We've also got Troy Ellis in the place. Also, I don't know if you know Jessie J, but if you've been watching Glastonbury this year, you would have realised that this young lady was on stage at Glastonbury. There she is over there. On stage with Jessie J. She is an internet legend tonight. Let's get something live from Bunny, who's in the place. Come on.
Yeah, give something live with them, father. Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, the way to Africa. Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, the way to
I still see the presence of His Majesty sitting on that ancient throne, wearing that royal crown, which is more than 2,000 years old. Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, the region of Africa. It is mentioned in Genesis, 2nd chapter. The revelation gave you and I the prediction. King of kings, King of kings, King of kings, power of the Trinity, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, the original land of Africa, the original land of
Come on, come on,
They say what stays in Vegas? No, that's I've messed that up. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's Vegas!
Welcome to Vegas! I'll tell you what, it's the cheapest trip you ever took to Vegas, boys. I'm telling you that. Bunny, thank you so much. I really enjoyed that.
Bum dance, 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 bum dance,
It's actually the Vegas batty jiggle, but you know, bum dance. If that's what he's on it, he's on it. All right, tonight we have Jamie Doughty. Yes, Jamie Doughty, amazing poet, straight from Bristol. This guy can buy the world for £5. He also sees the ghost of a woodlouse. But I'm going to take you straight to this young fella. Thank you very much. Take it away. Thank you.
Today it is officially National Poetry Day, and there's a lot of stuff going on all over the country, poetry stuff. The theme of National Poetry Day is games, and coincidentally, in my book, Leaving Present by Jamie Doughty, What You Can Get, is a poem about games. It's called New Game. And I've just come onto a selling point of the book, is that if you buy this book on this page, just before this poem, you get a cheat for Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive right there. So if anyone's stuck on Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive still, you know, just get it and then you won't be stuck anymore. Right, and excuse me while I refer to the words in the book as well. The reason I'm doing this is because it's a very complex and wordy poem. Anyway, enough of the introduction. This one's called New Game. Got some spending money, going downtown, going to the game shop to purchase a new game. There's a couple of new ones out, not sure what to buy. The helpful staff will inform the final choice. FIFA or Tiger Woods? FIFA or Tiger Woods? FIFA or Tiger Woods? FIFA or Tiger Woods? Wow! If you want a football game, get FIFA. If you want a golf game, get Tiger Woods. If you want a football game, get FIFA. If you want a golf game, get Tiger Woods. If you want a football game, get FIFA. If you want a golf game, get Tiger Woods. If you want a football game, get FIFA. If you want to get a golf game, get Tiger Woods. Thank you. That's the Poetry Day. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Jamie Doughty, everybody. Jamie, just one little thing that you did miss out. Where can I get your book from?
If you go to jamiedoughty.com and you click on Leaving Present, you can get it there, or you can go to amazon.com and search for Leaving Present and you can get it there. It's up to you. Whatever you, or you don't have to get it if you don't want to. It's up to you. It's your choice.
Depends if you want a poetry book or a fiction book. A poetry book or a fiction book.
A poetry book.
Or a fiction
Leave it.
book. Depends if you want a presenter or a comedian. A presenter or a comedian. However, you actually do have to settle on a presenter. So let's go this way, and I've got my friend Bugsy. Bugsy. I'll be asking you to do a little bit of something for us. Okay, we've got Ant. Ant's down here doing our floor drum, and we've got.
I just want it just
raw.
straight words, poetry style. You can just hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, that's a cappella, my friend, and that is very difficult.
Yeah.
That's very difficult. So. This is Bugsy a cappella.
Okay, boom. Don't say anything, brethren. I got your backs on the track, let me menacing. Flow stay genuine, sick in the head. I can't locate medicine for anything. Was only a matter of time before they had to let us in. Let us sing, let us spin the rhythm on the deck and bring everybody to the front. Man, I jump, head a bop, neck a swing. Brethren, we set the trend, and boy never set a thing. Look, man, a veteran from way back, never used to get a thing. But we changed that, could call it payback. Money off your run, and you're not gonna get a thing. Not a sound, not a whisper. I said the man them's moving sinister till you get the money out the bag. You won't get a tag, let alone it's the jizzle. I'm in the middle with a bag full of grizzle, so send on some Rizzler. Let me build a bob, will I play two Sizzler? Kalanja, Walanda, the man them for listening. You can't to the car, we do this music, can they feel it's not to brisk stuff? Beat some flows to make it also lift up, not either the mix up, we leave them, we're already in this thing. It's simple, king, you're gonna need fins to swim, we're in the deep end, soon bringing singles, flinging on big bases. It's on when we sprinkle gins, it's big pape skid, ooh for left, ooh for bring. How you feel when I sing for bling? I said we ripped the club before Summer Femme, when we did ting for blim, ask Jake so forth, I did a rinse for them. You see I'm upset, about dubstep, who don't rap, who does rap? We've been doing this from the bedroom to native and then true for rap. I'm like, what's rap? What you call something? 16 tough dress. I call it do what you're doing till they can't see you nothing. Keep pursuing, then you're bound to see something. Enough said.
Wait, give me one more. Just pretend we're in Paris and do four. Why are you touching me? What yours?
No,
come on then.
No, I don't want it. Just to face the camera. People don't want to see the back of your head, even though it's nice.
Wouldn't mind seeing the back of your head in a certain situation, you know what I mean? No, I didn't mean. Oh well, maybe I did.
Do you know what? I'm really bad. You'll be there with the magazine like that.
Why? You're in the magazine? Yeah, we are. The top shelf magazine.
I want to see the colour of your insides. Turn to page 54.
In it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this way. This way, we've got Mike Wiley.
Hello. Come closer, because today on this show, if you just joined in, welcome and good evening to the THP. This is the Thursday night house party. Make some noise for the Thursday night. Every Thursday, this is where we are down at Bar 30 in Corn Street, Bristol City Centre. I'm down with two legends right now. You know all about Caesar already, but this guy here, this man here is a real legend among the drum and bass world. He's the brother of a very famous DJ as well as himself. You might have heard of Ronnie Size and Cross and Die and all the rest of it, the full cycle. But this is the brother of Cross. This is Flynnites in the place. Everybody make some noise for Flynnites. Come on. Now, you've been involved, you've had some good drum and bass tracks out. I mean, first we want to know what the question is. We know that you're the brother of Cross. Yeah. So, who was the first? Obviously, you know, you being the bigger brother, were you the first to get into the music world, to take it on that level?
Do you know what? We both started at the same time, and you know, it was back in the days. We started DJing together. he was the first one who actually got the mixing together. So yeah, I was on his heels.
Because you was, if my memory serves me right, you were in what was the first boy band in this country. Is that right?
No.
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
that,
no,
well, I've
that's
got
not
my
right.
information wrong. But you was in a band called Fresh Four, yeah?
We were in that band, yeah.
Fresh Four. Now, for those people who don't know what Fresh Four is all about, what was the hit?
The hit back then was Wishing on a Star.
Wishing on a Star.
Yeah. We did a remix of it, like our own version, and we just thought we'd put our slant on it. At the time, there was a lot of warehouse parties going on, and we were involved in that.
It was a good video.
And,
it was a good video.
It was all right for the time.
It was a very good video. I mean, when it comes to drum and bass, because that was sort of like a real beats track. It wasn't like where drum and bass is now. It was more of a Portishead style kind of, you know, soul-y flavor.
Yeah.
So what made you make that transition from that to doing your drum and bass stuff? Because you have done a lot of drum and bass tracks.
Yeah, I've been known for a lot of drum and bass over the last sort of decade or so. You know what? What I do is I follow my instincts about stuff, and I follow my passion, and I try to keep myself energized and vibed about music.
I tell you what, as Bristol, I tell you, I really admire you because you're always keeping going with what you're doing. I mean, you never stop. You're always involved in music in some way, and you're always, you know, I don't know how you do it, but you seem to, you're like the Michael Jackson of the world, you know what I mean? So what's the future for Flynnites right now?
Do you know what the future for Flynnites is? Just embracing music again. I've just, you know, I've took a little time out. I've got back. I feel really strong and passionate about making music. I'm back in the studio. I'm producing beats. I've got.
So who are you working with now?
Do you know what? I'm working with a guy called Links, and I'm working.
DJ Links, the original.
Links, the
original
guy.
DJ Links from Bristol.
From 3 PM. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
So he's got an album. I think it's working titles Therapeutics.
Are you doing the Facebook and stuff like that?
Do you know what? We are getting it up together as we speak.
See, it's just going all in motion. Because I know you're a man that plans things. Now, what do you think of the hip hop nowadays from Bristol? A lot of the hip hop sound, because this is C's from the label. I don't know if you know C's, but he is a legend when it comes to rapping. This guy here. So, what's your take on the rapping stuff?
Do you know what? I feel strongly about all types of music, and I feel really passionate about Bristol music, full stop.
Definitely.
I mean, British music on a whole, do you know what I mean? It's inspiring. It's been inspiring for like over 20 years now, but you know, obviously got a spot for Bristol, because
I'm just gonna go to C's a minute, because C's, you also have been doing a hell of a lot.
True.
Right? I mean, I know that you've had your fair share of tribulations just like everyone else, but you still keep going. I mean, what's going on with that? How do you manage to just keep
I think it's just the love for the art of it, you know.
Because, is it the Rasta heart?
Oh, right, yeah.
All right.
You know?
Because, tell me something. What does Rastafari mean to you?
To me, it just means your way of life, you know, and your way of thinking, and just
because I remember when you used to have long dreads.
Well, yeah, of course.
Right, so I'd imagine that you still have the faith. What was it that made you trim then?
Well,
it's a question that people wonder.
At the time, I was getting up to all sorts, you know. Police, this and that, right?
It happens.
You know?
It happens.
Up and down, I said, you know, cut the locks. That was a bad representation of.
That's a really good.
At the time, you know when you're going through certain things.
Yeah.
Robbing and killing and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You really want that under a Rasta banner.
Yeah.
So you take a break from the Rasta banner and you take off your covenant. When you feel ready to grow it back.
Yeah, that.
When your heart's more cleaner again.
What a legend, everybody. Make some noise for C's, everybody. This is why you're here. This is why C's is here. We're talking about legends right now. Legends. You know, see, so you've been checking out Bugs's stuff?
Yeah, of course, I went to his launch. His launch was massive.
Yeah, all right. We're feeling Bugsy right now, so just remember Bugsy is down here. He's down there. If you want to get down there on Cool Street, Bugsy's down here. So you're going to be giving us a live performance later.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so we're going to have a live performance from him later. So what is the inspiration for both of you? I'm going to ask you first, and then go over to you. What is the inspiration? What keeps you inspired in music and keeps you going?
What keeps me inspired is every day, really, you know. Things, things that I go through, or things that I see other people go through.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just...
What is the things that touch you then?
The thing that touch me really is just everyday thing, the simplest thing. Be the simplest thing, you know? It don't have to be nothing major.
And the same, sorry to cut you, but...
Do you know, I was just listening to what Steve was saying, and all of it, do you know, it's the same thing.
You're inspired?
I'm inspired by what he's just said. It's as simple as that.
You are very inspiring, and I'm telling you straight up front. I ain't chatting no gas, I don't deal with the gas, all right? Or we're gonna have Officer Dibby on my case. Right. This is real life. You are very inspiring. You're also very inspiring, and I just want to make some noise because a lot of people who might be at home now watching this, you know, most young black males don't get a good representation of themselves, and these are two outstanding guys that have definitely made efforts in life. You know, no one's had a good start, and if you have, you're one of the lucky ones, but you know what I mean? I have to say, from where we are now today, what's the next move? What do you think about what's going on right now with the kids and young people? Because it is mad right now. You've got postcode wars. You're getting people just. There's a lot of knife crime and gun crime. What is your both views about this?
I just see some people have to just go through some things sometime, you know. And it's like back in the day when we were doing our thing, or if you're doing a thing now, you might see an elder and an elder would. You show respect to the elder the same way, you know, but now that's gone out the window. So it's a thing where you can't tell the youth them nothing. They're going to do what they're doing. All the parents can do is their best.
Do you put it down to growing up then?
There's a lot of things that go to it, but true say I don't really deal with politics.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes,
I can just speak from experience or what I see.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And what I can see is some people don't really have...
No manners.
No manners. They don't have no other... I'm not going to say they don't have no other option. Yeah. You know? I'm going to say they have no other option because...
All right then, all right. Well listen, all right, we've got more on the show. They're going to be sticking around for a bit, but what we're going to do, we're going to go to Vegas, because Vegas got something very interesting for you right now. Vegas!
There's always something in Vegas, baby! There is always something to do in Vegas. Actually, right now, I'm going to move to my little friend, Bunny. Bunny, we only just met. Thank you very much, gentlemen. There's a night, house party, number 30 Corn Street. Excuse me. Feet away. I really want to call you Pops. I'm sorry, I really do.
You call me Rankin Gramps too, you know?
I call you what?
Rankin Gramps.
Rankin Gramps. Are you Gramps is a bit rank?
Yes, baby, I'm a
Really? Oh my goodness me! He's a bit of a rank Gramps. No, but seriously, Bunny, I haven't met you before, and I just really get a lovely vibe from you. And do you know what? Wiley was saying a few things about current affairs, current attitudes around. Well, it's not just around Bristol. It's just around cities. You know.
Well, it's all over the country, you know. I mean, it's with this generation, you know, it changes, you know.
Do you know? Yeah,
in the past, we had a community spirit. Today, with this generation, it's
We've
what it's
lost
called.
it, haven't we?
It's not really lost it. It's just gone into what is known as urban individualism.
It's just
so
selfishness.
that's what. Well, you know, that's urbanized. That's urban life. You know what I mean? So it's a sorting out period, you know, it's a confusing period in all the politics and everything that goes into things, you know. But it's a time of change, you know what I mean? And a lot of people.
Times always change. As far as
that's it. Life is everything's changing, you know.
I just
even
feel,
us ourselves
I don't
change.
know. I mean, I was, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I was brought up in the country. I'm a real country mouse at heart. And I was brought up in the community where if I did something wrong, my neighbour would beat me for it.
Oh yes, you need that.
Hold me by my ear and take me home. And not only would I get beaten for doing what I did, but I got beaten for getting caught for it.
What's that part of that old Victorianism attitude, you understand? I mean, things have changed, you know, people have grown, everything has changed, you know? Minds has changed, people has changed, you know? I've got no problem with the youth, you know? I get on with them fine, you know?
Yeah.
I understand, you know? I'm an urban kid from the womb. You understand?
Well,
I mean,
yes,
I'm born and grew up around
mouse.
it, you know?
What I would call a
you know?
town mouse.
And I've been living in St. Paul for the last 4 years,
So you've been in Paul's, St. Paul's?
For 48 years.
So you were there for the riots?
I was there from before the riot.
Well, of course you were, but you were there
Yes,
during, before, during, and after.
I was right in the heart of the riot.
Actually, that's one
I
thing.
live on the street.
Yeah, I don't mean to stop you just there, but that's something that I would really like to touch on. Bristol House Party is all about Bristol. It's about Bristol artists, poets. It's about Bristol musicians. It's also a lot about Bristol history, people. We do have history. Woo! Bristol has a massive history. History of Bristol, people. Can I get some noise from Bristol's history? There's no history today. Everybody's got a cold, they can't hear nothing. What's happening? Bristol history. So you've been here for 48 years, which means you've seen massive changes. Bristol is a huge, years ago, was a huge slave city, all right? Bristol docks, slave come in and out, I mean, it's massive. And obviously, in the 40s, 50s, 60s and 70s, there was massive diversity, cultural diversity, ethnic diversity.
I wrote a song to go with that called Bristol Rock.
So you wrote a song about it called, you have to speak up, Bunny, I'm sorry, but we do need to catch it on
Well, I wrote a song about a situation many years ago called Bristol Rock that was done by a local reggae group called Black Roots.
Right, Black Roots.
Black Roots.
I've heard of Black Roots.
Yes, well, they're one of the most famous reggae bands coming out of Bristol.
All right, Bristol. Black Roots came from Bristol. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be ignorant, but I did not know that.
Yes, they were.
How many people here shout if you knew that Black Roots came from Bristol? The Jamaican Jummers. Nobody shouted.
So, it's a long time, and it's back from the 1980s, and some organisation in Bristol now called Bristol Archive Records has put in a lot of that old music together that was done by the reggae band and the reggae artists of the 80s, you know.
Yeah.
I'm also one of them, you know, that did a song.
Are you really? Bunny, I don't mean to, like I said, I don't mean to be ignorant, but I didn't know any of this, and this is absolute gold for the Bristol House Party. This is exactly what we stand for.
That's a lot of history that a lot of people do, you know. It's like people that think that we don't have a history for ourselves, but there's a lot written, and there's a lot been visualized like here for television. You know, there's a lot of things that are shown on television about the community growth and development.
Yes.
Over that years, you know what I mean? And it's gone now 30 years, so, you know, things are changing around in the music. You know, I mean, it's coming back like it used to be, you know. And Bristol is on the move again, but it's one of them cities, you know. What I say for Bristol, people say Bristol is a racist city, but I don't agree with that. You know
I think, to be quite honest, I mean, it doesn't matter what city you're in.
Yeah.
If you're in a city, you're in a place where there's hundreds of thousands of people, and some of them are racist.
But racism and prejudice are two different things.
Racism and prejudice
Everybody's prejudiced, you know, and to me, as far as England is concerned, Bristol is the masterpiece of English prejudice.
Hello! I actually think that's a really, really valid point. I really, really do. I think that prejudice, ignorance, and racism are three very, very different mentalities.
Exactly.
Very, very different. And an awful lot of it is due to lack of education.
That's it. When you go, you know, education is the key to all things. You know, without education, and that's what a lot of emphasis must be based on. You know, education, because that's the key to all things. I've got a little statement which I made up a long time. A life without a sense of independence will always encounter much liberties along the way.
It's a life with a sentence.
Exactly. See,
a life without independence is a life with a sentence.
Exactly. So, you know, you require an independence, and that independence is only going to come through education.
It will sentence you.
You know, so if you don't got that sense of independence, then you're nobody.
You're nothing.
I mean? So we're living in man's world, and let's face it.
No, we're living in a woman's world.
We're living.
But I think that's a debate for another show.
We're living in a human world.
All right, let's put it that way.
Because biblically it said male and female created in them, you know, so...
Listen, I didn't come from a... Well, maybe I did come from a rib. But I think I probably came from the best rib. Don't think I came from the little one. Don't think Adam just gave up that little one at the back. Now. Yeah, I came from the rib, that rib that just caused him so much
pain. That's life, you know. Life is everlasting and it keeps going on and on and on.
It does,
you know what I mean? It does. I said life got two companions, you know. One is that which said, what is that which is, how does the statement go? When all things spiritual, all in the sun, music alone shall live. So one of life's companion is music. And the other one, I like Shakespearean definition of it. It's the necessary and that will come when it will come. That's Mr. Death.
Really?
Yeah, so that's life's two companions, you know?
See, that can be taken in so many different ways, can't it? I do appreciate
He used music to keep him happy along the way.
Yeah, of
and
course.
He used Mr. Death to shake off that heavy load. Because just look at life for what it is and look at the world. It's carrying a heavy burden on itself.
People's music doesn't just have to be music, does it?
It's
your
art,
music,
you know?
your music can be anything.
Anything is poetry.
Your family can be your music. Your poetry can be your music. It's just yeah.
So life is music, you know. I mean, it's rhythm all the time, you know. It's
I'm really feeling that.
So you just keep on grooving to that rhythm until you can't groove
whatever
it no
your rhythm
more.
is, whether that is musical, whether it is philosophical. Actually, that's something that
I've been
really
in the music from, not now, you know, I've been in from, I was a young kid, you know, I started performing from an early age back in Jamaica, long before there was any ska.
Nut zippers.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Squirrel Nut Zippers?
Yes.
I love Squirrel Nut Zippers. However,
yes, baby,
we are a little bit pushed for
know?
time.
Yeah.
Bunny, I really appreciate having a conversation with you, and the conversation we've had has actually gone deeper than I really expected. I'm really happy for that. Yeah. However, musically, we're going to have you on again.
Okay, baby.
Where we're going to go is to Mike Wiley.
Yeah.
All right. Mike!
Make some noise for Bunny. Make some noise for Bunny. Bunny. Beep. Damn, I gotta tell you like this, you know, some people want to clean their teeth, you know what I mean? I mean, down here talking to people that they ain't clean their teeth, you know what I mean? Fun of me. Because I'm trying to find these acrobatic guys, you know what I mean? Come fun of me. I better put on a crash helmet just to be safe, you know what I mean? Fun of me, it's getting bad down here. Yeah, now where are these acrobats at? It's all taking place down at Bar 30. If you're at home right now, this is where you need to be. Yeah, that's right. Wait, whoa, they're in the place. Make some noise for the acrobatic girl. Come on. Woo. There you go. Jules Abraham.
Wait. There you go, mate.
Oh, got my 20 back. It's always good to receive some money, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, prostitutes are quite expensive. It's a parkour, guys! So what's your group called?
UPK, Urban Parkour.
UPK, Urban Parkour.
Yeah.
What's your website called?
Urbanparkour.org.
Urbanparkour.org. I'm a bit tired. I don't know what. Maybe
Say it slow, you'll be all right.
Yeah, mate, I think I've had too many of them shandies. So you guys, I saw you in where was it? Castle Park. Yeah. They were doing flips and acrobats, and I was like, I just stood by the side, didn't I? Like I was checking you out, I had my glasses on, like some like Simon Cowell parkour promoter like that. Hey, you got some potential there. So how long have you been doing it?
Well,
Mixed times.
Times.
We've basically been doing it for about 2 years. He's only just started, like a youngster that we're training.
Oh, youngster! Yeah,
I pretty much put everyone together.
Oh, you're the king, yeah?
I've been doing it about 7 years. So
wicked.
For a while.
Okay, your name?
Darren.
Luke. Liam.
Taliesin. Chris.
They even say their names like parkour. See the way they jump. Do you know what I saw on the internet? This guy, he was on the train, on the underground, and he had one of them fold-up bikes.
Okay.
He got off the train, and it was a race against time for him to go above ground, get to the next station, go back, and obviously they had a cameraman, and then he came through the door and he just made it before it shut, and I thought that was wicked. Could I get in a taxi somewhere and you guys beat me there?
I think we should have a race or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that! Yeah, isn't it? Sorry?
Put that 20 on it.
Oh, that 20, you want that 20, man? Yeah. So, where does parkour come from? Give the...
Well, it originated like in France.
Okay.
But I mean, to be fair,
Bonjour. No.
Everyone started doing it. It's just when you're a kid, it's called messing around.
Yeah,
But
I
now
used to do it as a
you put things together, and instead of climbing a little wall, it's a massive wall. And that's pretty much it.
I know, when you did steal my 20, and it was theft, let's not get this mixed up. No, that was serious, all that. I'm trying to forget the jokey bit. When you stole my 20, you were up that wall before I even got out the door.
2 years of practice.
Wow, that's good, man. Have you ever scaled something and then peeked through the window and seen a woman just
all the time?
All the time.
That's why he does it.
Have you got the video of that? I need to see that shit.
I can give it to you at some point.
Cool. So what's the highest thing you've scaled?
Me personally.
Yeah.
I don't know, 13, 14 foot.
About 13, 14 foot wall. Some people have done bigger than others. Obviously, there's people in the world who can do sort of like anywhere between like 18 and 20 foot wall quite comfortably.
Oh my gosh, that is. And you're not, because if a girl asks me how big it is, I exaggerate. You're not exaggerating, huh? I have to exaggerate the other way. You like that? So, are you going to carry on doing this? Have you had any bad injuries?
Oh, we've all had little injuries, but...
What's your worst?
Worst, slicing open my leg.
You broke up your cock? What the hell were you doing? You sliced up your leg?
Yeah, everyone's got scars on their legs.
Let's have a look.
Oh, scars on their shins.
Oh, look at that! Woo! All right on the show. What about you? You're next.
Not really visible anymore.
Well, he can hardly walk at the moment, but...
You?
There you go, that's one.
Oh, look at that. Is that her? I love doing that. You?
Worst ones of that.
What's that? That's nothing.
Exactly.
I'll show you my... Or you're next. I trump all of you.
Range of injuries, really. Same kind of things as Chris.
What?
I have a bandage to be able to do anything because I've damaged tendons.
All right. Check this out. This is from... I'm a breakdancer, by the way. Look at that.
Nice.
They had to attach my patella, and my dad couldn't be bothered to take me to the hospital. I do it myself. Yeah, I just get a needle and put it in like that. Yeah, I did that, mashed that up, breakdancing. You want to see my breakdancing?
Yeah.
Yeah? I still got it. Give me a hand clap. I've still got it. Chlamydia, I've still got it. I'm taking the tablets, it won't do anything. All right, give it up for the parkour guys!
We have to get it in cheap. Iggy Marley, superstar. The match will come down here to the Thursday night house party, THP. I was looking for the sauce. I went all around Tesco looking for it. Then somebody find me out, said that's down by 30 in Corn Street, Bristol, City Centre. So that's why I'm here now. I'm trying to get some potty grip. You know it? I'll play one of my songs now. You ready? You want to hear one of my songs? I don't know how true it is, but apparently Alton Ellis' son is here. Troy Ellis. I'm going to teach him a thing or two about music. Gonna be listening to the professional now. You ready? Get the right key. No. That's the right key. You ready? Right. This one I've been writing, this one for about 4 or 5 years now, you know. Right? Writing it. Everybody know it. If they don't know it, get to know it. Because this one is #1, you know. Ready? Right. Yeah. Everybody want to vote for the Babylon people who not spend no money on me and you. All them a do is rob me and you, but tell them say that we can't rob and thief because they want to do it all for themselves. And we find out say that Babylon don't like nobody unless you got money. And if you don't like no money, and if you don't want money, you might as well go in your house and die in a Babylon. Where you now? We're going over here, because we got some superstar on the THP. Like tears, tweet, we keep dropping out. Let me tell you something. We have Asha from, that's right.
That's
Mike,
right.
Can you see this here? This shit dropping down. We got to see this. Look, this is Alton Ellis. Right? You watching? This man here, him teach Bob Marley, you know. Iggy Marley. Yeah, famous superstar. Anyway, right. Now, what Iggy Marley always make the two names drop down. We put it right there so you can see it. You see it? Right. Thursday night house party. Right. And down here with the poetry. That right?
That's right. Yeah.
That was, is that like meat? Poetry?
Yeah.
It's meat?
Yeah.
So how you get into meat? You've been chopping up animals?
Yeah.
Chopping up the animals, that's where you like in porch. And Asha is your radio presenter. That's right? That's right. That's right. You're a very conscious man, very conscious.